Hello, beautiful soul. Have you discovered the celestial help center that's been anticipating your contact since you first took breath? And here's the jaw-dropping fact. They speak a very specific language, and the majority of us have been using the wrong catalog for ages. Hi, beautiful hearts. And if this is your first visit, fasten your seatbelt since you've arrived at the internet's most delightfully focused region. When other sources provide lengthy dissertations that need hours of reflection and result in increased perplexity, we're the power-packed wisdom delivery. Rapid-fire, potent, and designed to awaken your inner wizard in under 10 minutes. No unnecessary extras, no empty content. Just refined consciousness that's practically implementable before your drink loses its warmth. The problem: we speak universe. Without knowing the grammar, I need to ask you this, and I want pure honesty. How frequently have you caught yourself voicing, "I lack the funds for that. I can never get ahead," or my preferred example, "I'm just not lucky." We've all done it. I notice the sheepish grins. Everyone can relate, staring at our current circumstances, wondering why we seem universally overlooked. Here's what's actually going on. You've been communicating celestially, but you missed the foundational rules. It's similar to making purchases in an unfamiliar culture, while accidentally asking for expired fish instead of fresh flowers. Cosmic energy responds to exact meaning, and it's been logging all communications regarding everything you express. The impediment is that most folks learn universal dialogue from those who were similarly puzzled. The recognition: the cosmos processes information directly here. It's what I comprehended after years of unintentionally ordering mayhem from the cosmic catalog. The universe doesn't grasp humor, wishful planning, or potentially one day. It's similar to the most straightforward, benevolent companion who takes all communication at its exact meaning. When you express, "I'm out of cash," universal forces don't process. "I'm currently facing a financial challenge that I'm diligently addressing." It decodes. "She desires monetary problems." Confirmed. Additional economic hardship being arranged. This isn't simply metaphysical gibberish. Legitimate studies validate this idea. Your mind includes what's called the reticular activating system, which is basically your personal search engine. Whatever you regularly instruct it to seek, it discovers. Declare you're jinxed, and it'll offer a collection of every tiny setback and overlooked opportunity. Mention you're gifted, and suddenly you're noticing incredible beauty in common spaces. The universal instant gratification protocol. But this is where things become truly absorbing. Cosmic energy operates on what I name the quick service principle. It's incredibly effective at supplying exactly what you demand, but it cannot understand the deeper meaning of your positive hopes. When you express, "I don't want monetary problems," universal intelligence detects penniless and starts preparing extra fiscal struggles. It's like typing "not pizza" into a food delivery app and being shocked when you get pizza. The three magic words. So, what are these cosmic keys that get the universe's complete attention like an excited dog recognizing treat noises? They're less complicated than you suppose, but they need complete transparency from you, primarily with your own being, then with universal intelligence. I am. The primary declaration. Let's discuss the force behind I am. These two modest words function as the universe's instant access, immediate connection to the nerve center. Everything succeeding I am transforms into your universal requisition. I am struggling. Orders more struggle. Universal forces don't evaluate your prescription. They just execute it with the zeal of a mail carrier who actually enjoys their occupation. This is your primary practical measure, and I need you to execute this before we conclude. Throughout the next full day, turn into a guardian of your speech patterns. Each time you find yourself announcing "I am," followed by something you don't honestly want greater amounts of, stop and deliberately reorganize it. Instead of "I am so tired," use "I am refreshing my life force." In place of "I am economically disadvantaged," try I am generating my financial abundance. I know it sounds silly at first, but remember, you're adopting a new communication style. And every dialect appears silly until you gain mastery. I have. The recognition. The second transformative statement is, I have. This is where you begin cataloging what's currently functioning in your existence. The cosmos cherishes validation systems. When you acknowledge what you have, it concludes you desire increased levels of similar items and commences looking for advanced options. I have a restful sleeping environment. I have healthy water. I have individuals who love me. These aren't just recognition practices. They're universal mandates for additional positive items. Now, here's where most folks get confused, and I'll shield you from years of vexation. You can't replicate this artificially. The universe maintains exceptional emotional awareness. You can't stand in your basic living space expressing, I have prosperity, while inwardly questioning and expecting supernatural intervention. That's comparable to trying to show someone you're cheerful while displaying a grimace. The feeling doesn't harmonize with the expression. Instead, commence humbly and develop your reliability with universal forces. Locate one thing you truly maintain and respect. It could be your skill in bringing lightness or your inviting reading haven, or merely the condition that you're well enough to view this session. Begin with that foundation. Improve your I have faculty with real elements. Then slowly increase your catalog. I choose, the authority, the third statement that makes universal forces enthusiastically scramble to aid you is I choose. This is where you take back your power from circumstances and transform into the writer of your personal narrative. Instead of this consistently happens to me, I choose to recognize this as a breakthrough. Rather than I have no options, I choose to identify a solution. The cosmos appreciates partnering with individuals who accept ownership of their experiences because it recognizes they're committed to transformation, the vital ingredient, timing and emotion. But here's the important element that makes this all operate. Precise timing coupled with sincere emotion. The most powerful time to speak to the universe is right before rest, and immediately when you awaken. Your conscious mind is taking a brief holiday, and your subconscious is ready to connect directly with cosmic operations. Join your fresh universal terminology with genuine feeling, not manufactured excitement, but real gratitude, real confidence, genuine commitment, and you've just progressed from standard delivery to priority mail. The technique. 7-day adventure. Now, I perceive some of you are doubting. This appears too plain to be effective. And you're entirely correct. It is clear. But clear doesn't mean sudden. Improving the capacity to monitor and consciously choose your words is like training a puppy. It needs consistency, peacefulness, and occasional reinforcement when you succeed. The universe isn't examining your qualification. It's waiting for you to become clear about what you genuinely desire. Here's your exercise, and this is where the wonder manifests. For the coming 7 days, I want you to become obsessed with 3 phrases. I am, I have, and I choose. Chronicle them. Set phone reminders. Engrave them deeply in your consciousness, whatever is required for memory. Each time you identify yourself speaking the former terminology of limitation, pause and translate into universe language. Don't stress about achieving perfection. The universe possesses eternal patience for students who are authentically endeavoring. The wonderful truth. And here's the extraordinary element. You don't need to accept this idea for it to operate. Universal forces don't demand your trust, just your engagement. Treat it as a controlled study. Turn into your personal explorer. Analyze the principle that your language designs your reality and witness what manifests. The worst possible consequence is that you establish a more positive inner voice. The best case scenario is that you discover you've had a direct hotline to cosmic customer service this entire time. The ultimate request. Let me inquire. Are you willing to quit inadvertently commanding disorder and commence intentionally building the reality you genuinely want? The cosmos is focusing, archiving information, and getting set to deliver. What will you reveal to it? Write a comment below and tell me which phrase you'll prioritize initially. I am, I have, or I choose. And if this inspired you, engage that subscribe button, because we're just starting this pilgrimage of dialoguing fluently with the universe. Keep in mind, little modifications in speech cause massive transformations in existence. Your words are more compelling than you've ever believed, and the cosmos is thrilled to display what you're authentically able to build. Now, venture forth and begin communicating in the dialect of wonders. Universal forces are set for your contact.